Hello everyone, and thanks for watching. We're just down on plot 2. We've been up plot 1 and done a little bit tidying up, but we're on plot 2 and we're just tidying around the tomatoes in here. Eric's putting on a couple of suckers because we've removed them from all of these along there, and there was loads, absolutely loads. We've got some tomatoes actually coming through on some of these as well, but they're looking really healthy at the minute. They're all standing up straight. They're not. One of them was drooping over. Eric kind of fixed it yesterday, and the sucker that he planted last week is looking a bit sorry for itself, but we'll see how it goes. But yeah, we've got peppers in here as well that we need to look at getting on that side, get a bit more sun on them, but everything's looking really good in here. I have brought some stuff from home down to pot in some of the beds. I've got beans, radish, courgettes, a couple of peppers. They'll just go in here, and something else I can't remember. I'll have to go up and show you. So this is what I've brought from of home. Got some marigolds to put in there. The radishes I'm going to put in the big bed down the bottom. A couple more tomatoes. Everything in here was grown from seed. That's the Romanesco plant on there. Let's have a look. What else? What else have I got? Oh, the courgette. He looks fab as well, one of them. And these are they're the French beans. That was the one that I snapped the root ball off, but it's obviously come back. I'm really don't know what to do with these. However, I grabbed these just this morning from the wholesalers, and don't know, could we make them into some sort of trellis somewhere? Because then I could plant the beans through the holes in the soil and they could grow up there, couldn't they? I don't know how. I think they're just dwarf beans, those. There's 2 of them. Just finding a space for them and where I can grow those beans in. I don't know what to do now. I could put it there, couldn't I? Yeah, there's an idea. So I've got these radishes that I sowed on the 9th of June. That was when I did the live. I'm just gonna, I think there's like 2 per plug tray, but there's only 1 coming up. So I'm gonna put them in this bed. There is a space at the front where I've got all these other ones. Some of them haven't germinated and they're getting eaten as well. So I might just put them in the gaps there. The carrots that are in the shade are doing better than the ones in the sun. And that doesn't get full sun because this wall here protects it from the sun when the sun goes behind the tree. So I'm just gonna, I need a dibber. I'm just literally gonna pick these out quite roughly. Oh well. And then just dig a hole and put it on. I don't need a dibber. Just use my hands. These are a different variety as well, and I can't remember what they were. I've just bought some other varieties from Yorkshire Seeds. They came yesterday. So I'll have to see what variety they are. I'm not bothered if the varieties are mixed up because we love radishes. We're yet to have a variety that has been quite spicy. I like spicy on it. We'll just see how these get on. I always sow radish like every 2 weeks or so. So I've always got a big harvest of them like every 2 weeks as well. So when you harvest some, plant some. Harvest, plant. And then you'll always have an abundance of them. I'm running out of space. There's 2 in that one, so I'll just squish it down a bit. And then this is the last one. Where should I put it? Stick it there. Yeah, that'll do. I'll give them a water in. Just realised the camera didn't really show what I'd just done. So, little wormy as well. Hello, mate. Sorry I disturbed you. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I've put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 new radishes in there. I haven't brought the no slug stuff. I'll put that down tomorrow and put some of that round because I forgot to bring it down, and it does work. It is working. Oh, I've disturbed all the worms now. Right, I'll let you crack on. I've also got this 1-pack choy that survived. This was sown on the 13th of February, along with another 4 or 5 of them, I think. And I kept them in the dining room. They were under grow lights. They were watered regular, and they just didn't seem to pick up at all. This one, I felt sorry for him, but I literally just left them alone. I did neglect this really, but it picked up. So he's been in the polytunnel at home for a good few weeks now. I know he looks a bit wilted because it is hot and he needs a water. I'm going to put this in that bed as well where the radishes are because there's a space at the end. So for all, it probably won't get as much sun. I think he'll still do well because it'll be hot down here. The only other option I have is to put him in the top of the planters that we've made on the side of the compost bin, but we haven't got any compost yet. So, oh, that's made us think now then. What do I do? Decisions. I can't even say it. I changed my mind. I'm going to put this in here because there's like a gap between the beetroot, the other beetroot, and the lettuce. And out of all that lettuce that I've put in there, there's only 2 come up. So I think there's a nice little space here for him. So I'm just going to hoy him in here. It's only dwarf variety, so he's not going to get very big, is he? He'll probably get eaten. Oh, I heard as well yesterday, a friend of mine has lost a lot of pumpkins and stuff and squashes. So I recommended the no slug. And she's bought some, so fingers crossed for her that it works okay. That's what I need to bring down here though. I need to have that all the time because it is great. It's great stuff. So yeah, fingers crossed for her that it works for her. I can't find any more of those little pots, but I've got some of this grate. I'm just going to put that over the top and just push it in the soil a bit, just to stop the birds or the cats coming and digging the soil up. It's not going to stop slugs, but it'll deter some pests that we get down here. Right, French beans. I'm going to put them here, up against this side. I'm going to use some of these bamboos to keep that in place. They are only dwarf variety, so they'll be a bit like the pongo beans that I've got down the bottom. I'll get some twine. I'll put some twine on this. Got a little bit here actually. I've got 4 all together. It's not going to shelter or shade, sorry. It's not going to shade the sweet corn behind it because the sun literally comes from that side all the way around here. So if anything, that wall along the side is going to shade the sweet corn if anything. There's a little bit colour, isn't it? Nice and pink. What I'll do as well, just thought, right, I could probably tie wrap the bamboo to this so it's a bit more stable, put a couple more in the back here, and then just fasten some of this twine because there's holes. It's going to be really fidgety. There's holes there. So if I fasten this to there. Right, hold on, I'll bring you in a bit closer so you can see what I'm doing. There, so there's holes down the side of here that I've put that through. And what I'll do is I'll wrap that to the other side, and then the beans can grow up. Get one further up. And just put a knot in that side, and then I can tie that round on the other side. So then it's got some support that we can weave them up once I put them in. So I've got 4 dwarf French beans. I'm just going to put them along here. There's 3 bigger than the other one because that other one was the one when I replanted it, it come away from the root ball. So I'm just going to place them in nice and firm in the soil. Oh, look at the roots on there, they look fab. Very nice. And then this is the broken one. Oh, look at his roots now, picking right up. Oh, I'm glad I didn't get rid of them. I gave you a second chance, didn't I, mate? You better grow alright now. So to answer Claire's question, what are you going to do with those, Rach? There's your answer. Doesn't it look pretty? Oh, I love it. Need to find space for the other one now. Also, the bamboo on the top will help because I'll get some netting and I'll twine it to the top of that, and then I can just like roll it down and then pin it at the bottom with the plastic garden forks. No, not the plastic garden forks, kitchen forks. Yeah. They're like picnic fork things. The ones I've got near me beetroot, because that's what I did last year with them. But yeah, I'm well impressed with that. Never grown sweet peas before because Eric didn't believe in growing stuff that we can't eat. Yeah. But look at these. The colours are absolutely beautiful. They are amazing. And they smell lovely. They're like, oh, I like them. I need to see if I can maybe cut some off and put them in the house, take them home. Because I do know that if you cut them, it helps grow more come up. So yeah, I might have to cut some off and put them in a little vase. Oh, but they smell lovely. And the colours are lovely. They're just lush. I think we'll definitely be growing these up there every year. So I've cut my own little bunch of sweet pea flowers to take home. I have got a little vase as well to put these in, and they just smell amazing. Lovely. Everything looks good in here. We've moved all the peppers from the back and we've put them all on the front here so they get a bit more sun. These were from home, that one's from home, and that one's from home. I don't know the variety. That one's a sucker, but there's loads of peppers here. Some of these are the ones that I potted on ready to give to people. So I'll have to sort that out. Some of them are in bigger pots as well from last week. But they're looking really good in here. They will stay on this side. And again, I'll probably do a bamboo piece along there just to run some twine down for them when they start getting bigger. The snowball onions at the back that I'm not putting outside. These look absolutely fab. They're doing really good in there. Nice and shaded as well, so they're not getting like burned. We have got we have got the window wide open in here because it's like, what is it? Can't even see, 27 degrees so far. But yeah, everything's looking great. Got those marigolds. I need to put them up as well. I need to put those in a bed, but I'm going now. It's far too hot to do any more work. The onions that I put in that bed with the peas, they look really healthy. Don't look as if they're eaten or nothing. But I'll check them again tomorrow when we come down first thing in the morning. So I'm at home in the polytunnel. I'm going to do some seed sowing. I just want to also clear something up. A couple of people commented on my last video about the brassicas that I've got in here, saying it's going to be too hot, get them out. We've got the door open from, I don't know, 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning until 9 o'clock at night. We've got that net nun that I showed you that I put up a few months back. That works brilliant. This little net vent as well, that's open all the time. But I might have to suggest, Eric, that we'll open another couple. But the next best thing, because it's at home, we could probably hook up an extension from a kitchen plug and get a fan in here. Now, because of our work, dog sitting and like doggy daycare in the house, I've got tower fans and aircon units more or less in every room downstairs for the dogs when it's like this. So we have got tower fans that we can put in, and I can just put one at the door and it'll be fine. But I'm also going to have a look at some solar powered fans. We were going to invest in some for the van, again, for being dog walkers. But I might get some for here and then just pop them around. But I think, you know, everything's been grown really well in here. Yeah, like I say, these here are looking a bit wilted. I'll show you in a second. But I'm just going to give them a water, probably about 6 o'clock, and they'll pick up. Eric waters them on a morning, and then I'll come out on a night time and give them a water. But I mean, thanks everyone for their comments regarding that and everything. But up to now, until it happens, I'm just gonna whack them in and see how they grow. Yeah, watch next week, they'll all flower and they'll die or something, and then yes, it'll be all like, told you so, told you so. But it is what it is, isn't it? These are broccoli in here. 3 different kinds, I think. Marathon, broccoli green, and calabrese. I don't know if broccoli green and calabrese green's the same. They are dahlias at the back. They're the shop bought tomatoes that, yeah, are wilting really bad. Those peppers, they should have been potted on ages ago, but I have got loads. Spring onions are doing alright. That's a courgette that's doing okay there. And then the Cavolo Nero, that has come through. This soil's really dry. I'm just going to give it a water from underneath in a minute. And there's more broccoli. But again, this broccoli will probably do when that's all harvested and more on the bed, because I don't like to put these out. As you can see, I let them grow a bit stronger in these pots. I don't want to plant stuff when it's like that, because they just get eaten really quickly and pecked out. Whereas if you leave them when they're a bit stronger and that, there's no harm in that. Yeah, they probably could do with getting potted on, but they'll survive. They were the same, and look at them. I'll just show you in comparison. Did exactly the same with those. And that's like, that's a baby. And that's a daddy. I'm doing great in here. So the seeds I've got, herb chives. I did some garlic Chinese chives down the plot this morning. Mustard Mizuno seeds. Mizuno, yeah. Radish clove sparkler. I'm going to put some of those in. Kohlrabi delicacy white seeds. There is purple kohlrabi ones as well. Black Tuscan kale winter hardy seeds. Onion red baron. Giant sweet white Spanish onions. Winter wild broccoletto. I just like the look of them. And some celery. But I'm going to put some of the broccoletto and the kale and a couple of the kohlrabi in. I'm only going to do one of each seed just to see if I get them. If not, they'll do for next year. Struggling for dear life. So it's raining. We've just started our jobs. We've got hinges to put on the door back there. I bought those. They came yesterday. I've got compost to fill up these pots and get some herb seeds put in. I've got the no slug stuff. So that stuff I forgot yesterday. I brought that down this morning because I'm going to put it around a few bits and pieces. Eric's just putting some holes in some pots because we've got a lot of peppers in the greenhouse. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 peppers that need transplanting. So while the rain's on, I think I'll crack on with that first because it's cool in the greenhouse as well. I'm really happy it's cold. I mean, I know it's only about 8:30 in the morning, but it was just too hot yesterday to do anything, and I hate working in heat. So I'm gonna crack on with that. Eric probably won't go and do anything in the rain because he doesn't want to get his hair wet. But yeah, a couple of jobs to do, and then that's it done. Are you coming out in the rain?
No.
See, I told you he'd get his hair wet. Right, I've got 4 packs of seeds. I've got some mustard Mizuno seeds. Mizuno. I don't know how they grow. I haven't looked. I just saw them and thought, oh, we'll have a go with them. So I'm going to put a couple of these in this top one. Well, more than a couple. Just going to sprinkle them around on this edge. And then I'm going to put some radish globe sparkler seeds. I'm going to need a dibber because I want to do these nice and tidy. So I couldn't find a dibber. I don't know where my dibber's gone. But I've got a Sharpie. And then on this end, I'm going to do the hives. Hives? Not hives. Herb chives. And again, I'm just going to sprinkle these on the top. Like I did with the Mizuno. I keep saying it wrong. Mizuno. Because I think these will do really well on the top of here. I tend to, I've done it before. Chop them up and put them in some butter and then just freeze them. And then when you want them, just get a block out and hide in your boiled tatties. There's probably quite a few in there. We'll see how they do. So I forgot to bring this yesterday for the radishes. I'm also going to put some around the pak choi and the beetroot that are in that bed. But I just wanted to demonstrate what it looks like. Let's see if it can. It's just a very thin, soft, powdery stuff. There is bits of like hard bits like that. Doesn't matter. You're never going to be able to smash them up. Just let them crack on. And then you just put a tiny sprinkle. Well, this is how I do it anyway. Around the actual plant. It doesn't matter if you get any on it, because you wash all your stuff anyway when you harvest. See, there's another rock bit there. Just going to place that in the bed. And then, see, you've got dust on your hands as well. Put a little bit more of a sprinkle around. I'm going to put some in the chives as well, because they might have a bit wander about before they find what they like. But it's really good stuff. It's harmless. It's eco-friendly. Put some at that end. And then once you've moved your crops, if there's any product left, just dig it into the soil. But I'll put the description, I'll put the link in the description, sorry. Have a look on and see what you think. It works for us. It's been really good up home so far. So yeah, it's brilliant. I love it. So there it is, finished. And then I want to put it down. There's a little clip on the side. Clip them both up. It just falls down flat and then we've got space. And then when you pull it up, you just got to flick them out. And that holds up to £110 worth of weight. So I've got this little pot. I think this is a 30 litre one. And I'm going to put this polka courgette in. I don't know where the little thing is for my bloodfish and bone. I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit in there. And get this potted in. Oh, good root system on the bottom. Just free the roots up a little bit on the bottom. And then take some of the soil away from the top. And then I'll bury it up to there. And give it a good firm down. And then I'll just hold the leaves up again. And just top the soil up. And what I'll do is I'll find some blue pipe and I'll put a bit of blue pipe in. But because it's in one of these little cloth bags, it'll have good drainage and it'll keep the moisture in a bit more as well. And I'll just put a little sprinkle of no slug around the top of the soil, and that just lasts for a couple of weeks or so. There. So I found a little home for him, and Eric suggested put one of these little trays underneath as well, so if it does get quite dry and we don't come down for a bit and it's rained maybe overnight, then at least he'll get some watering. But yeah, it looks good at the end of that bed. I tidied up the pea bed as well. Some of them were like more or less dying and dead, so I've pulled them out. Give the onions a chance that are doing quite good. I've put some eggshell down around them because they were slug eaten as well. But I'm going to put some beetroot or radish in there. I might even put some lettuce in, I don't know. I'll see. I put some no slug and some eggshells on the pongo beans as well. They're looking canny. And then everything else is looking okay around here. I still haven't put anything in these two bottom planters. I'll have to have a look what else I've got. But the top, just need to water that in. But yeah, it looks great. So that's it for this video. Thanks for watching, and if you haven't already, please give us a subscribe, a thumbs up, a like, comment below, ask us any questions, and we'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.